Hello, beautiful loves, handsome loves. Sit back, relax, take a deep breath. You can pause and meditate for a bit. We are doing a brand new timeless pickacard reading. Whether you are new or returning to my channel, my name is Natasha, the Mermaid Priestess. We are going to be taking a look into what makes you stand out. Sometimes we need some encouraging words and to know what makes us so special, what stands out about you. So we're gonna be diving in with spirit for your highest good to know and bringing some answers in regards to what stands out about you, what makes you so special, and whatever other messages come through from spirit. So, if you would like to take a moment to pause the video, you can. To ground, center yourself, take a few deep breaths. You can also meditate if you feel called to clear your mind, clear your energy, calling your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your higher self, universe, divine, whatever it is that you connect with, and ask them to help direct you to a group or groups that contain the information for your highest good to know today. So you can pause the video until you feel ready. And I would also like to make a disclaimer here that tarot is merely a reflection of your energy. It's not a life sentence. So if you hear something that you don't like and doesn't resonate with you or doesn't completely resonate with you, that's perfectly okay. The message just may be for somebody else. And if you hear something that resonates with you, take it forward. You know what's true to you by how it feels. Like, you'll know it by the truth of the reflection of your energy. So if you hear something you don't like or you don't feel aligns with you, perfectly okay. Nothing wrong with that. But if you do find it resonates with you, completely claim that for yourself. Go with it. Yeah. So we have 3 groups to choose from today. When you are ready, I will have timestamps provided down below. Over here we got group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3, my beautiful master manifestors of your own reality. Let's dive right in. Hello, my gorgeous, my handsome pile number 1s. We're going to be taking a look to see what stands out about you. What makes you so profoundly unique? What is so mesmerizing about you, my loves? This is gonna be all about you. So let's see what spirit has to say. I've been preferring, I make TikTok content as well, and I've been more regular over there, but I'm wanting to get back into posting more to YouTube as well. I've been on a bit of a break, but I like to shuffle on camera. I would just find that I like it better that way, so the process feels and I wouldn't say looks, the process is more authentic so that you can see it as it happens and just let the universe work its magic synchronistically. So we have the Queen of Swords. I'm feeling like you're very, I channel messages intuitively. So again, if it doesn't apply to you, just discard it. But I feel like you're a very funny person, okay? You're somebody that Spirit's telling me, you take pride in your flaws. You know, I'm seeing somebody who might make more self-deprecating jokes, but it's not a hit at yourself. You find humor out of it. You find humor in these kind of things, and it makes you funny. And you have really quick, witty comments that are actually very well thought out. And I feel like you can make humor in any situation. So Queen of Swords is usually somebody who is very honest, somebody that's very direct, who is coming from a place of logic. This is air energy, so you could have prominent air placements in your chart, although you do not have to. That just might be some extra validation for some. but air energy is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So this is somebody who's very inventive, somebody who's very creative, who's also very logical and communicative. So with the Queen of Swords here presenting herself or himself, gender doesn't so much matter. I'm getting somebody like I'm channeling also, again, it keeps coming out that you're very funny. You are very funny. You can take a negative situation and turn it into something humorous. And you find humor out of making humor of yourself. And I think you're very quick-witted. I think that you're somebody who sees things from all angles, Spirit just said. You're somebody who is very inventive, comes up with a lot of ideas. You're somebody who thinks of certain quick comebacks and comments that maybe not so many other people think of. And that makes you awesome. You see things from all perspectives. Spirit also wants to say that you pick up on truth like very, very fast. So they're wanting me to say that you could be presenting yourself one way, or like you could act clueless, or you could act in this humorous demeanor, but you've got your eyes of truth set on the outside that people don't realize that you're actually seeing through the core of things. So you could be presenting, like, you know how, for example, this isn't necessarily meaning it's a situation that you're going through. Say, like, you're picking up on things that somebody is saying, and, like, you know, if somebody's trying to get a reaction in a negative way, or just in general, or you're picking up on maybe some sort of lie, almost, you could present yourself as like you're acting like you don't know, or you're acting clueless, or you're acting funny, you're acting a certain way, but you see all truth, and you gain truth without people knowing that you're gaining truth. So you can, like, pull out this information to analyze something from all sides without people even knowing that you're grasping that. So some of you have the tendency, Spirit also wants to say, some of you have this tendency to where you could analyze and observe people without them knowing that you're doing it. And it's like, I'm not even gonna make a dramatic exit. I mean, you could. I'm just gonna remove myself because you've gathered the information, the facts. You've gathered this from all angles. There's also an intuitive knowing. So some of you could be very clear cognizant. That's clear knowing. You could be very clear cognizant, and it's like you pick up on intuitively on subtle details, okay, of things, and you're not voicing that you know all of the answers, or you know all of these facts, or you're noticing these certain things. You are internally analyzing things, and Spirit wants to, like, give you recognition on the fact that you can make humor of anything. Like, that keeps coming through. Like, you could be going through a tough situation, or going through some sort of bullshit, or whatever, and you're able to shift the mood and look at it in a perspective that is funny, or like shift the perception, like the way that you're looking at something. So instead of letting it destroy you, like, you're able to kind of transmute that, and it's like bring character almost into a situation. I don't really know how to put that, but that's pretty awesome. So, but this energy is very funny. You're very funny. You say offhand comments, like, in a funny way. Like, off the wall is what I mean by offhand. Like, very quirky. And you're also very direct. And Spirit wants to say, like, there's something about your direct humor and the way that you pull comments that other people don't really think to say in a humorous way. It kind of catches them off guard, but it's awesome. So we have the world. So I'm picking up on more Aquarius energy. I believe this is a lot of fixed sign energy. So I could be wrong on that, and feel free to correct me. But fixed signs are Aquarius. again, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Although you don't have to be these signs, there could be more signs affiliated with this card. I don't really remember, to be completely honest. You could also be seeing the number 21 quite a bit, or 3. But I get that you're somebody who is very creative, very open-minded, and free-spirited. But it's also, you're free-spirited in the way that you think. You're very open-minded, but you are very grounded and down to earth. And it shows up in your humor. Alright, we have the Empress. Hi, Mama, or Papa, or whatever. I mean, this is a feminine card, but, you know. We have another 3, so 3s could be very important for you, or an important angel number. 333, 33, 3. Yeah. But the Empress is popping up, so that's some more fixed sign energy. I mean, although the Empress is associated with both Taurus and Libra, Venus energy. So again, signs don't so much matter, but it could be pretty prominent in your birth chart to have that kind of fixed sign energy. Aquarius, like I was saying over here, fixed signs. Taurus energy is also popping up here pretty prominently. We have the Queen. Wow, you are just royalty. You've got the Queen of Swords, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands. Dang. So anyway, I feel like you're somebody who is very creative. You're a beauty, and there's beauty about you. There's creativity. It's almost like everything that you touch turns to gold. You're somebody who's very abundant, and you're in a state of receptivity. Some of you might be in a state currently where you're a little bit isolating or in a bit of a hermit mode, but in a very creative way. You're taking time for you. You are taking time to heal, maybe. Side note. Or you're just getting re-familiar with what makes you feel good, being in that Empress energy. Like, maybe you're feeling in the mode to be more creative, to create things, to paint, to draw, to sing, to act, to embrace your sensuality, to embrace the way that things feel. It could be connecting with animals as well, but you have a very loving heart. Your energy is very contagious. You're very funny. You're very loving. People feel amplified and feel more uplifted when they're around you. They like to see what you create in your world. The Queen of Wands was popping out here too. So this is also fire sign energy. Again, none of this has to matter. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, doesn't have to be anything in your chart, but I don't care to focus too much on the zodiac placements. It's more so the message that the cards present and embody for me. But this is making me think that it's like that offbeat energy, but you own it. Your character, like, you make people laugh. Like, your character really stands out, and there's also beauty with it. It's almost like you poke your you say how do I put this? Even if you're saying off-the-wall things or making a self-deprecating joke, but finding it funny yourself, like you find it funny. People find you to be very, like, a comedian. They find you to be somebody who has a lot of character. Your energy is very contagious and uplifting, and people want to be around you. They want to hear what you have to say next, is what I'm getting. Your personality really stands out. I'm going to get one more of these before we dive into your oracle cards. You're very inventive, very creative, very funny, like I've been saying. That is very strong in this. You're also very beautiful or handsome. You put pour passion into everything you do as well, with both of these cards being here. You pour so much passion. Again, everything that you touch turns to gold. Everything you infuse love into, whether it's living beings, whether it's projects, whether it's your creativity, whether it's your home. Like, you have this energy of anything that you touch or shine your light on, it lights up the place. It lights it up. Own your originality, your character, your passion, because that is like, that is a superpower that you have. You know, we're gonna get a Fallout card. No, I'm feeling the bottom. I changed my mind. Oh, we got the Death and the Star at the very bottom. More Aquarius energy, more Scorpio energy. Side note for somebody, there's gonna be, like, this is not gonna be for every single person, but for some of you, if you're already resonating with this pretty heavy, for somebody out there, I'm feeling to tell you, again, side note, there's gonna be somebody coming back into your life asking for forgiveness. This is somebody who's already been shut out, or the door has been closed on, or some sort of past person. There's somebody coming back asking for forgiveness that wants this rebirth with you, that wants this new start with you. Somebody's going to be asking for forgiveness. Somebody wants to make their way back into your world. They view you as the Empress energy. They view you as this royalty. They feel like they let a good thing go, is what I'm channeling here. So somebody wants to come right. Somebody wants some sort of rebirth with you. And again, that's a side note for some of you. Yep, this is a strong message for some of you. Like, there's somebody coming back into your life, or trying to come back, that is going to be coming back into your life, or trying to come back in your life. More number 3 is showing up. Well, it's 13. 1s and 3s, maybe even a 4s could be an important angel number. But there, yep. Yep. You are a lot to lose, my darling. You are a lot to lose. Yeah. I forgot that was the last card that was gonna pull. Woo! Alright, Spirit, what else does this energy collective need to know for my group my beautiful group number? What makes them stand out? Let's get a load of some of their perfection, their beautiful perfections, and their beautiful imperfections that make them even more perfect. What stands out about this energy collective, this group number 1? Prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So that could be a literal message for some of you. But what I'm picking up from this card is that you're somebody that is... People can feel that you're destined for success. You kind of have this energy of somebody who maybe started out feeling like the underdog. You know, you're taking the path of the underdog, rising to the top. So sometimes you have trouble believing in yourself, but you're somebody that is also conquering their talents, conquering their success. You also instill a lot of hope in other people's lives. You uplift people. All right. You're a confident king or queen with that Queen of Wands popping out. You're very confident. You're also very precise in your decision making. So, like, if somebody does something, they aren't making you feel like the empress that you are, whether you're male, female, doesn't matter. You're gonna cut them off because you're not being treated like how you deserve to be treated. And it's like you're trying to nurture your inner child in some kind of way as well. But I get to tell somebody to keep their head up, but you also bring so much light and positivity into other people's lives. You uplift them. You remind people who they are in the most positive way. You're somebody that uplifts. You create beauty in whatever it is that you do. Can we get some more spirit for group number 1? So why do they stand out? But some of you, it's like the underdog at times. And you help other people that feel like the underdog lift into success. Because that's what you have done, or you do, or are doing. You're this royalty. You've become royalty in whatever it is your passions are, whatever it is that you're doing, or wherever it is that you're going. You're royalty, you're a leader. But a very humble one, and down-to-earth one, and supportive and loving one. So we have trust. Leap into the unknown. Have faith. Move forward. Believe you will fly. See, this is what I'm talking about. Freedom as well. So I feel like you're somebody... Strength at the very bottom. You're somebody who encourages other people. You're somebody who helps other people take risks. You're somebody who's taken risks yourself. Sometimes you don't always feel as confident. But look at you flying anyway. Look at you doing it. So, let wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. So, you're definitely somebody who challenges the norms and self-limiting beliefs in other people. You challenge that for them to rise above it. You're very supportive. And you also inspire people by having that kind of trust in yourself. You support other people. You inspire people to move as you did. A lot of people, if they don't already see you as a leader, see you as somebody who has attained a lot, and you're going to attain a lot. Even if you have, at moments, a little bit of imposter syndrome, like sometimes feeling like I don't really feel like I fit in here at the, like, say you're sitting at the top of whatever, you're like, I don't feel aligned with. Some of you might be stepping in some sort of fame as well, whether that's internet fame or whatever. Like, you may not always feel like, you're just kind of like, I'm just this average person, and why am I sitting up here? Some of you could have been bullied as well when you were younger. That doesn't have to apply to all of you, but that is something that I think is coming up that might be kind of causing some of these beliefs. I want to pull a couple of these. I'm loving this reading. But you really are a voice of empowerment, upliftment. Upliftment, is that a word? And freedom. You bring light of a new day. You uplift other people and show them what's possible. Make them feel like it's possible for them to achieve their dreams. You're a really supportive person. So we have Clarity, Sea, Moon, Flower. I want to pull one more of these. I'm feeling this bottom one right here. Wisdom, Night Orchid. So you're definitely like the light in the dark energy for other people. You provide hope. You're like the moon in the dark, you know, lighting the path when it feels dark around or feels uncertain, or when people aren't feeling at their best. Like, you're somebody that is very nurturing. And you're somebody who is a good guide for other people. You're a guiding light. You're amazing. You're amazing. You could also be very intuitive as well. Maybe you're a tarot reader, like some of you, or a counselor, or just a really good friend, a good person that other people love to lean on. I am happy. Just some healing mantras. There's something about confidence. You could be working on your confidence. I am healing. There's something about your inner transformation, the work that you do on yourself. Other people can feel that. when you're working on your happiness, your own sense of happiness and fulfillment within yourself, people see the transformation, but it's like they get to watch it in a positive way that's really shifting, and a lot of people are proud of you or going to be proud of you. But it's something that you inspire in other people as well. You inspire this transformation that maybe I can make the best of myself. And that's something to be very, very proud of. You're very supportive. You instill this sense of maybe I can do this in other people. You empower yourself, which also empowers other people. That is a gift, Spirit wants to say. You're a healer and you uplift others. I am good enough. So again, lessons that you had to learn first. And maybe you're always continuously learning this. Like, healing is not linear. And I feel like it's just this. I will not worry about what other people think of me. Lessons that you had to learn and overcome in order to support other people. And you're a leader in that way. You're somebody that uplifts people, makes them feel more confident in themselves. You're a divine healer. You're a guiding light. You're very nurturing. There's a loving energy around you, and you help people not to care so much what other people think. You inspire people to be more authentic. You make them feel loved for who they really are. Yes, yes, yes. Your energy is very uplifting, like I said, and empowering. You are a source of empowerment because you are your own empowerment. That's amazing. Spirit just said that it's important for you to believe that you can do this. Like, that's something that they wanted to say to someone. So that's all I got for you, my beautiful group number ones. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really enjoy reading your comments and reading your feedback. Your support really means a lot to me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, blessing me with your presence in this energy, in this reading. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, my links to do so are down in my video description below. I'm currently offering services through my Etsy. If you feel called to donate, my PayPal link is also down below. You don't have to by any means, but I really appreciate your support. Thank you again. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous and handsome pile number 2. Let's see what stands out about you. I was wearing my rings over on this finger, but I smashed the door on my finger, so it's a little sore. I'm okay, but I don't know if anybody even noticed the shift, but like, put it on this finger just to give that one a little rest. And it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. We want the reading. Okay. I might end up just changing it back because I like it being on my other hand better. Anyway, let's see what stands out about you. Gorgeous group number 1s. Or 2s, not 1s. So we got the Sun card. Hello. You are a very natural born leader is what I get here. You're meant to lead with truth. You show other people truth. You illuminate. You're very honest. Somebody who's very hardworking, I'm also getting. But you're somebody that leads with honesty and illumination with truth. You speak, I'm getting like a really powerful throat chakra energy. So this is connecting with things regarding your communication, your self-expression. But there's something that feels very honest. You're somebody who's very blunt, somebody who's very direct is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm picking up. You speak with truth in a way that helps other people grow. You speak truth in a way that is so honest, that it causes other people to have to self-reflect and grow and transform. Like they have no choice because there's so much truth in your words. It's illuminating the things that maybe they didn't even want to see in themselves. But you bring truth. You're a truth bearer. I'm seeing a lot of growth energy. I'm seeing seeds being planted. You spark transformation both within yourself and others. The transformation that you do on yourself, I'm hearing it also is something that you use to teach other people. So it's like you learning these lessons for yourself because of what you've had to work on and better within yourself. So you use it as an opportunity to help other people grow and advance in their own lives in that way too. Like, I've been through this. I've been in your shoes. It's kind of like you owning the fact that we're not perfect. Nobody is perfect, including yourself. You've been through your rough times and you're still going through your rough times. Like, you have acted like you look directly on the fact that since nobody is perfect, we've all done imperfect things. There's been times of our lives where maybe we were the toxic one, and it's like you learning to heal through your triggers, you having this sense of self-improvement about you to where you can speak it for other people to follow in the road that you have taken and that you are taking. You're somebody that believes that we're all works in progress and there's always room to grow. You might really relate to the song Drops of Jupiter by Train. That could be a channeled song for you, really describing you. That part where they're like, believe that there's always room to grow or something like that. That really stands out to me. And you're somebody who also, like, whether you're male or female, doesn't really matter, but you have a lot of masculine energy. And it shows through in the way you speak your truth, is something Spirit's saying. You could have some sort of prominent Leo placement in your chart as well. You don't have to, but that is associated with the Sun card. I don't so much hyperfixate on the zodiac signs too much. It's not always the most important, but it could just be an extra confirmation. So we have the Nine of Wands. You could be learning certain lessons, or you have learned certain lessons about your boundaries and where you place your time and energy. Okay, there's been times, Spirit, I don't know why Spirit wants me to say this, but it's just whatever somebody needs to hear. There could have been times where you actually stopped yourself with self-sabotage. Like, self-sabotage could have been a certain lesson that you would learn from. There was some sort of caution needed to be used in regards to this, from like blocking your blessings and stuff like that, or causing you to feel like you're not moving forward in some kind of way, is what Spirit is telling me. You feel like you stopped an opportunity from happening. Someone feels like they stopped some sort of opportunity from happening because of some sort of self-sabotage. Maybe this was even in the recent past. I don't really know. Spirit also wanted me to channel through the song Sunflower. I believe it's by Post Malone. But there's some sort of hindrance maybe that you did that it's kind of like there could have been some sort of past regret over something that also shift your perspective on a lot of things, and maybe how the way you handle things, or you walk through life, or you treat people. It was like a very humbling type of moment to where it really changed the direction of how you speak, how you act now. It's kind of like, oh, I'm trying to think of how to word this. There's a space of honesty, again, because of the self-improvement and the self-work and the mistakes that you have made. There's a sense that there was really heavy regret over something in the past, and it really caused, you could have had some sort of life-altering moment to where it was like a wake-up call, or it's kind of like maybe there was somebody in your past, like you had to be the toxic person before, in order to lose that person, in order to know how to treat people better, and you use that honesty to call other people out on their shit. That could be part of it as well for some of you. But you're very wise. You're very grounded when you speak. You're very honest. And you think about people's advancement in their own growth. The lessons that you've carried within yourself to carry forward. Oh, I'm getting an energy of somebody who has changed their life for the better. So maybe, I don't know why I'm hearing someone who might be a Capricorn or have some very prominent Capricorn placements in their birth chart. You don't have to be, because that's not even in the cards here, but that's just what I'm pulling out to talk about. Somebody might have very prominent Capricorn placements. I'm gonna laugh if I end up pulling the devil card with it. Anyway. Because that's associated with Capricorn. Although it doesn't have to be. Somebody watching this is some sort of prominent Capricorn placement, though. But there's a sense of conquering addictive patterns, addictive habits. There's something in your behaviors and your self-awareness. My ear is ringing high. That is a gift. It's like you feel like you've made mistakes, but it's actually caused you to be in this very transformative person. You could also have very prominent Scorpio placements in your chart as well. There's some sort of life-altering behavioral pattern that you've changed, or the way that you approach life. You could have felt like you've made a lot of mistakes in your past, but it's like you're in the here and the now. You learn from your past mistakes in order to bring it forward. And that makes sense why Capricorn is showing up so heavy, because this is reminding me of Saturn energy. Saturn is all about like learning the hard lessons, going through the karmic lessons. This is all about teaching. This is about Spirit's also saying you have been very hard on yourself, and you still sometimes are, but you're somebody that speaks very honestly. Like, there's something about your honesty that's very important, but it's coming from a very grounded place. It's coming from a place of experience. You're very, very, very honest because you want to help other people make more conscious choices in their life. The way that it's kind of like you wanting to spare people from going through what you had to in any kind of way that you could or can. Being a teacher in that kind of way. And your honesty, there's something very grounding about your honesty. Something extremely grounding about your honesty. Makes the world feel more real. You're a very real person. You're gonna say it how it is. I have the idea that you're probably not somebody that likes to sugarcoat anything. But that is part of your gift. That's part of your gift. You make life feel more real for people. You are very honest in a way that is transformative, so other people can work through their shadows, or other people can also, Spirit saying, feel more loved as well. For like, if you're going to be honest in the hard things, people can trust when you're being honest in the good things that they may not believe about themselves. So just know that's a very profound strength about you. I'm getting somebody... Oh my god, what did I say? Oh my goodness. The Devil card. Again, there's that Capricorn energy, and I don't like to hyperfixate too much on zodiac signs, but it's here. We have the Magi? Whatever. The Magician. So, again, this is about that rebirth. There's a sense of rebirth. There's this transformation. There's some sort of altering transformation. There's some sort of transformation you have made in your own life, or some sort of conscious decision to better your life. that has made you into who you are now. This could have been choosing to go to therapy. This could have been, like, for some of you, like, you could have had certain addictions and you changed your life. You changed your life. You chose to go out of certain habits and patterns. You broke free of that and transformed your life. And it's made you into this very, very, very honest person. It has made you into somebody who speaks with experience. It has made you into somebody that feels real, who's very down to earth, somebody who's very grounded, somebody who is extremely real. You also have a gift of seeing both sides of life. It's like conquering the darkness within yourself in order to use that as a tool to help other people. Like, I see the darkness in me, therefore I see the darkness in you, but that does not make you less than. It's more of a, hey, this is a wake-up call to pull your head out of your ass. Like you could have that kind of attitude towards other people, but it's in a very beneficial way, even if other people don't always see it at the time. You come at people very real, and that is a gift that you have. We have the Conqueror of Swords. I'm trying to remember the equivalent in this deck to this one. One moment. That is the Knight of Swords. This is more honesty. You could also have some prominent air energy in your chart. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Again, don't get too caught up in the signs, but I definitely was feeling some strong Earth or Capricorn here, some Leo, but again, not too important. It's more so the honesty. You have very quick, direct honesty, and it's a gift that you have. It might hurt some people's feelings at times, but you illuminate things. You help people transform. You also help people in their shadow work as well, is something that Spirit wants to say. You call things as you see it, and it makes reality more grounding. You're also a very hardworking person, or somebody who's on the track of bettering their life. Again, side note, you could have felt like you lost everything. Spirit wants to say, for somebody, you could have felt like you, again, had this big tower moment. Tower in tarot is like all that divine chaos, the divine orchestration, things collapsing so that you can put them back together in a new way. And I feel like this is the very fabric of your life. Things fell apart in order for you to fix them, in order for you to be this transformed energy, somebody who's done the work, somebody who has sought out therapy for some of you who have broken out of addictive patterns and habits, somebody who has learned how to cope and work through their own triggers, somebody who has done that work on themselves so that they can be present in the way that they are today, to see things from both angles, to see things from their past and who they once were to who they are now, and that growth, and to help other people do the same, and help other people see the things in themselves that they may struggle to be honest with themselves about. You create transformation with your honesty, and Spirit wants you to know that it is a gift that you have, okay? And I think you know that. Even if people don't see it at the time, they will. They will come to realize that about you. But you're also able to speak with compassion because you know struggle. You've known the darkness within your own self. You know this road. Alright, let's get some more. Sorry if that was loud. Information for pile number 2. Intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. For some reason, I don't know. I'm getting a couple different things from this. I'm getting somebody could have a Pisces moon. Don't have to. Again, zodiac signs do not have to matter. But you could have had the tendency to be prone to escapism, whether that's through substance, whether that's through like video games and media, whether just trying to escape reality. There's some sort of trauma work that you have been doing and have done on yourself. Working through your trauma has been a big part of your life path because of the person that it has made you become. Somebody with a lot of self-awareness, being very grounded right here and right now because where you have been, and because you don't want to fall into old habits and patterns either. But you're very, 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 very intuitive. You're very compassionate. I think you see into other people's psyches. You can like almost dig into their psyche. But there's an area of compassion around you. So it's not like you're just all rough around the edges with this brutal honesty in a good way, by the way. There's also understanding that you bring in compassion. You're very understanding and compassionate, combined with this logic and this honesty that you have. That's amazing. You know what? These fell out. I'm going to take them. So we have abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Magic. Make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Very bottom of the deck energy I feel to show you as well. Healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your ability. Stay true to your path as a healer. So there's a couple different things. I feel like this is kind of split. Some of you could... Why am I getting addiction counseling? Maybe some of you are interested in a career in that, possibly. But you could be interested, you could be a very powerful therapist if you wanted to be, or maybe you already are. And some of you could also be tarot readers, use your intuition in a healing way as well. Have prominent psychic abilities. But I have a side message for somebody with this abundance card. If you felt like, if you are either are feeling like or have felt like your life kind of just pulled apart and you're kind of lost in the direction right now, you feel like you're stripped down from everything, something very positive is coming to you in the realm of career. I feel like you're going to be climbing the ladder to the top in some kind of way. And it's going to feel very rewarding to you when you attain this. As you see yourself having that, you being so hardworking. It's like you watching yourself change your life. So if you're currently in that state, just know like all of this is where you're going. I see you taking career very seriously. This is giving me major earth sign energy once again. That's Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus could be very prominent in your chart, as well as air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Again, don't have to be, but that's just something that's coming through. Those air and earth could be very prominent for you. I keep saying like this is not the important part of the reading, but zodiac signs do keep coming to verify for some. But I just get the sense of like conquering your mind. Sometimes your mind tells you that you're not good enough, and there's a sense of you conquering your own mind, your own self-sabotage, you conquering the dark thoughts. There's a sense of conquering all of this. You're the one that pulls yourself out of it. That's the best part. That is a gift that you have and are attaining for some, or have already attained. It could be feeling like a constant battle. Maybe you have battled with your mental health. You could see... You could have a passion for speaking up about mental health crisis, depression, anxiety. Just not even just limited to that. Mental health could be something that you, because you struggled with it so much on your own before, It's something that you're very passionate about speaking about. There is a lot of compassion within you. You have so much compassion and empathy and a genuine heart to want to help people. To help people. I'm hearing the spirit say you speak up against suicide as well. Maybe you have lost people to this. Maybe you have almost done this yourself. Spirit said maybe even a few times. Always conquering those inner demons. But you're a voice of empowerment, of truth, of reason, to help other people make better conscious decisions in their life. You're going to be feeling really good when it comes to career. You're going to be making a lot of money. I'm feeling to tell you, whoever is watching, if you're not already in this space. Times are hard right now. Just know, like, you're going to shock yourself. You're going to be proud of yourself. Like, I've come so far. Keep holding on. By Falling in Reverse could also be a channeled song for you. We have Release, Japanese honeysuckle. Alright. This is like, what were you holding yourself back about? Like, that is such a specific message that's coming through again that I'm getting. You were holding you either are currently, or you were in the past. There was something that you were holding yourself back about. Whoa, somebody needs to know that if you're currently doing this, Spirit wants you to take some sort of leap of faith, okay? Communication doesn't surprise me. Fishbone cactus. They with this card again, they want you to go after what you really want. Yep, somebody needed to hear that. That's probably, maybe it's random for some listening to that, but there's something that they want you to take a leap of faith on, that you may be doubting yourself on. But we have communication, fishbone cactus. You can be an introvert, although you don't have to be more introverted, even though you speak like so bluntly, so directly, so honestly, and your communication is very important. It's important for you to take time to yourself. I'm feeling to pull one more of these. Emotions. You have a very soft core. Even if you're very guarded, I feel like you're full of emotions and wisdom and love and comfort. Spirit just said you're a space of comfort for other people. Okay. You're very comforting. You're very comforting. You're like, I'm not as hard on the inside as I am on the outside. That's what I get. My walls aren't all the way through. It's kind of the feeling. What you see isn't always what you get. My heart is bigger than the guardedness on the outside. There's something about opening up to trust that you may be learning. I think I'm getting a specific message for someone. This is a very specific, somebody is watching this. You feel like you self-sabotage this might be only for one person watching this. So do you feel like you were so guarded to something that you pushed it away? You feel like it was fear, Spirit saying. Fear held you back. That's why you did it. It's fear of letting someone close to you to hurt you because there's some sort of betrayal wound. No, Spirit said you felt like there's some sort of rejection wound with your mother. So it's kind of like when you see, this is so specific, when you see somebody emitting this level of love, it doesn't feel safe because you're not used to having it. So that could be in your love life, friendship, take it how it applies. There's something that you wouldn't let yourself get close to because it emits so much love. You're trying to open up your throat chakra when it comes to communicating from the heart. That could be something you're healing. Oh, it's about your sensitivity. Like, this is about what makes you stand out, but this is a side note for someone watching this needs to hear this extra message that you're more sensitive than this guarded nature is what they want to say. You're more sensitive, and there's some sort of process about letting your true self be seen, how you really feel, and acting from the heart and healing that space in order to be able to do that. Your spirit said there are certain things that you were holding yourself back from. There's a lesson because you held yourself back. And maybe that's leading into this healing process here. So for some of you, that could be what this reading is talking about as well. Showing more that sensitivity and love on the outside. Because maybe you feel like you lost something because of this exterior from before. And feeling like you self-sabotaged. But you have a very deep heart. Very loving, very intuitive, see through other people's soul, and you're actually a very comforting person. There is definitely more to you than meets the eye, and more that you're becoming than you already are. It's like a journey from the inside out. This process of wearing your heart on your sleeve, and it's like shifting and almost becoming like this brand new person. I will sleep peacefully tonight. So music could be very important for this group. Is something that I'm also picking up here. Everything will be okay. So again, if you're going through a hard time, this is sometimes your restless thoughts keep you up at night. I'm seeing a lighthouse in my mind, so this is a symbol for you, and also hope at the end of the tunnel. I am brave. You have the power to conquer anything and everything. I have the power to stop this. So again, good things are coming. Somebody needs this reassurance because you're going through a hard time right now. And this is knowing that positive things are coming to you. This is knowing that anything that you're facing now is something that you're going to utilize to help other people going forward, because you are a lighthouse. You are a light in the dark. You empowered yourself, or you're going to be empowering yourself and healing yourself in a way that makes you a leader. Embrace the fact that you're so honest. Embrace all of the self-work that you are doing and have done. You have what it takes to pull yourself out of the darkest times, group number 2s, and that is your strength, and that is part of your mission because it ties into your life purpose. So, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it resonates. If it did, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. Comment down below. I really enjoy reading your feedback and what you have to say. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching group number 2s. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, my links to do so are down in my video description. If you feel called to donate, My PayPal link is also in the video description down below. Absolutely don't have to, but it is very, very, very much so greatly appreciated if you do feel called to. And thank you for blessing me with your presence, my beautiful group number 2s, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Hello, my loves, my beautiful, handsome loves, my gorgeous pile number 3s. I almost said 2. Welcome to your reading. We're gonna get some insights and clarity about what makes you stand out and whatever spirit wants you to know. I feel this bottom card already. Alright, we got the King of Swords popping out here first. The Magician. We have the 10 of Wands. Some of you could be here from group number 2, although you don't have to. Just a side note, or you may feel called to watch both of those piles. I don't know why yet, but we'll find out. We have the 7 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So, my gorgeous pile number 3s. I am sensing that you are a very creative energy. That is one of the things that is coming through in your reading so far. You are somebody who is like a creative mastermind. There's something that you're very talented in. This could be with arts. This could be with music. This could be songwriting. You are... I feel like this could likely be my self-employed pile, although it does not have to be. But there's a very creative path with this energy collective. I'm also seeing a spider in my mind, so that could be an important animal guide for you. The sirens in the background, please excuse the noise. That could be a sign for somebody, but I feel like you're also somebody who's very, very intuitive. I feel like you're somebody who is very creatively in tune. You're an alchemist. You're also somebody who may find self-expression to be very, very important for you. I feel like this group may feel a little bit shy in regards to putting themselves out there at times. There's certain things that you're trying to overcome, so we'll get more into other things, but this is a note for some of you that maybe for you may feel like you don't really have... There's been times where you felt smaller than what you are. I'm seeing like a bear energy, so somebody who is very like, you're just this... You're a big lover, okay? You have a big heart, but it's like there's times that you feel a little bit afraid to put yourself out there, but you don't realize how big you are. It's like, you know, being the soft, cuddly teddy bear, okay? But on the outside, like, you don't realize how fierce and ferocious, how powerful that you actually are. You're actually a lover rather than a fighter is what I get here. There may be tendencies to where you would rather handle things peacefully, away from chaos. So at times it may be the sense of being more on the conflict avoidance side, but you're very peaceful. You're actually very sensitive. I'm channeling. You like to express yourself through creative means. So say like you're having a hard day. I feel like you're the kind of person to where you're going to transmute those emotions, or you're going to pour them into some sort of creative project. So you could turn your pain into a song. You could turn your pain into a work of art. You may find it very soothing to paint. You may find it very soothing. Spirits also say there's something very sacred about when you dance. it's very healing to you, and it almost has this alchemist like energy to it. There's some sort of struggle with self-belief maybe that you have been dealing with, is what Spirit is telling me. But it's like you also may feel like you come across as like this cuddly person who's very sensitive. Maybe people have told you you were more timid before, and or shy or reserved, but you actually have this expansive inner world. You have so much emotions that are exploding out of you. And I get the sense that this group is group number threes, my gorgeous group number threes. You have so much self-expression to you. All right. So there's one of two energies coming through. It was like one, two, or three. I don't know what's gonna come out here, but for sure I'm picking up on two different types of energies. There's one where you may feel like you may seem like you have this outer shell to where you're not being as expressive as you actually are. So on the inside, you're very sensitive, you're very deep, you're very talented, you're very creative, you're also very emotional, again, very sensitive. It almost gives me Piscean energy as well. You don't have to be a Pisces, but it gives me this very like emotional sponge. You feel things so deeply and poetically. Like there's a sense of poetry to your soul. There's like this touch that you have on life. Some of you could also be very gifted writers as well with this energy, as well as the King of Swords. King of Swords, this is making me think about communication, self-expression. This is making me think of air sign energy in a very creative way, but it's expressed through very your self-expression, your communication is expressed through a different medium most times. So a piece of advice, and maybe some of you already do this for this specific group, if you are having troubles communicating something, Spirit is saying take the words to the page. It's like write it out, maybe journaling, finding a means of self-expression through art, through song, through dance, through painting. It's like you can communicate how you feel, even if it's hard for you to verbally speak it. You have this gift to be able to present it in a very poetic manner. You could be really gifted at coming up with metaphors. You could be very gifted at again, some sort of creative outlet. But there's a sense of being there could be some fears about putting yourself out there, but there's a warmth, there's a love, there's a sensitivity, there's a lot of love about you. You're a very cuddly creature. You could be very sensitive to animals and love animals. Some of you could feel a big passion in helping animals. You could be the kind of people who actually finds more how do I put it? You like animals better than people. Like this is that type of group. I'm feeling my introverts coming through here. You don't have to be, but I feel like you like to have that time to yourself. You like that time alone to recharge. Spirit is also telling me there's times where you go through these hermit modes. So you kind of keep to yourself, you isolate, you may feel like you need time away to recharge. But it's because you're about to come out with something big. So whether that's like releasing a book in the process of one of these, or whether that is doing readings like this, Spirit also just said, taking time to recharge, because it's like you're about to present something very expressive or whatever through your passions. You have a lot of passion and a lot of talent to you. So it's kind of like, they also want to say like, don't misunderstand you, basically, to where just because you're taking time or having a little bit of a hiatus on something, or you're taking time to recharge, doesn't mean that you're not gonna blow the roof off of the freaking place. Like, it doesn't mean that you're not about to just whip out this profound work of art to other people. Like what you create in silence is what I'm getting here. Like there's a power that you have in moving in silence and letting your actions speak for themselves. So you may feel like people underestimate you quite a bit. I'm seeing a snake in my mind's eye as well. This is all about regeneration. This is about rebirth. This is about transformation. You're very transformative, and your superpower is being an alchemist, is what Spirit is telling me. There's a lot of things that you have gone through, and you feel like people kind of underestimate you, like how much you have been through. But there's the sense, like, it's kind of like this energy. I feel like this is what you feel like people perceive you as. Whether or not they actually perceive you as this, or there's been people that made you feel like they underestimated you because of your sensitivity and your empathy. It's like, just because I present myself to be so positive or so sensitive or empathetic, or you're not afraid to show your sensitivity, does not mean that you're weak. You may have felt like you were misunderstood or underestimated in some kind of... I'm hearing the channeled song Firework by Katy Perry for you. Your creation, your creativity is freaking fire. Group number 3 is like, holy crap. You're so talented. You're so talented. And I have a hunch here that you're gonna create something really big. So whether that is like creating a song, like you end up writing a song that makes it big, whether that's for yourself or if you're writing for someone else, either way, you're gonna make some big moves. It's just whatever it is that you're gonna be working on, or whatever it is you're working on, takes time. It takes time to put all these things together. And I feel like, again, there's this element of moving in silence, but Spirit doesn't want you to move so much in silence that you don't put yourself out there. Because one thing they want to say is you deserve to be the face of your project. So in a way, like, you could be a really, like, for some of you, here's just an example. You could be a really gifted musician and singer, but it's like hermiting yourself away so much that you're only presenting the song writing element to the world, and you have someone else do it for you when you could actually be the one singing your own song. Sorry, I'm trying to gather all of this information. There is this sense, like, that is something that Spirit wants you to know, that you deserve to be the face of your work. You deserve, unless it is that you only want to do that, like, unless you don't want to sing or something, like, that's just one element. You deserve to be the face. You deserve to be seen. That's what they're trying to say. You deserve to be seen. Show the world your magic. Group number 3 is because hot damn. You come up with a lot of innovative and unique ideas. You're very, very unique, but it's almost like you're this hidden gem that tends to keep yourself hidden from the world, okay, at times. And they want you to know that you have what it takes to be seen and recognized. And for some of you, for some reason, I'm getting writing could be very important to you. In some kind of way, whether that is actual, like, writing a book, or whether that is writing songs or poems or whatever it is. Like, you have some kind of talent involved with your writing skills, or your artistic abilities. There's something extremely important about your self-expression. You just might feel a little bit shy about presenting your self-expression, because that's something that's so vulnerable and deep about yourself. And I think that's the reason why, because it's a place of vulnerability. You breathe life into whatever it is that you create, And it's like, it's almost being, you find that almost as a form of being more vulnerable than it would to be naked, basically, like physically. Showing your body is one thing, but bearing your soul, your creations, your emotions into your art, presenting it out, like that's something you hold very sacred. And it's like, it's not, maybe it hasn't always been easy for you to show the world, or something along these lines. So it's kind of like, you could be like this gifted mastermind with a lot of hidden talent that people don't. It's not that people underestimate you, it's that they don't see it because it's so sacred to you that you have had a tendency to keep it back, hold it to yourself. So that's something that something spirit wants to say to someone. So there's that energy. And there's also, some of you could be this energy to where you seem more guarded, like I was saying in pile number 2, if you were drawn to that group as well. You seem more guarded on the outside, but you're actually very sensitive, like a teddy bear on the inside. So maybe you could have felt like both of these energies at different points in your life as well. But I just get the sense like there is an element of silent confidence as well. So it could also be that people misinterpret you as being shy when actually you just have silent confidence. You don't feel the need to speak it. But there is an element of actually showing yourself off. Coming forward here. Okay, and shocking a lot of people because they're like, where did all of this talent come from? And I feel like that's something that you're gonna do. It's like rising against the odds with all of this talent and confidence that initially people think that you're shy, almost, when it's more so like you're just moving in silence. You're doing it for yourself so much that you don't feel the need to expose yourself so hard. So you could actually be this extremely confident person too, simultaneously, or on the other hand, either way, because there are multiple people probably watching this that may relate to different parts of this energy. But Spirit really wants you to be seen. They want you to stand out. They really want you to be the face of your work. That's what they're saying. Like, they don't want you to give... Some of you, like, this could be a very side note. You might feel like people have copied your work. The Spirit just said. You might have this... You may have felt like somebody else at points has taken your original ideas as their own and made themselves bigger with it. There's something about, maybe that's why you tend to move in silence about certain things, but there's an element of coming out with it first. I don't know why that's popping out. By being the face of your product or your work or whatever this is, like making yourself your own brand. Maybe that's certain advice for some people or something that you're gonna do. But again, I get the sense like you may feel like people underestimate you because you move in silence. It's just, it's almost like you know who you are so much that you don't have to be roaring really loud to prove something to the world, because it's just the love that you have for whatever it is that you infuse into your projects. I feel like it's silent confidence within you, and you're somebody that really values privacy. So it may not even be that you're actually a shy person. Maybe at times you could feel like that. It's more so that you're so rooted in who you are that you don't feel the need to make it into like fame or to put it out like some other people do, because you're just in love with your work. You're in love with your creativity. You're in love with your passion. You're very passionate. You're also a very hard worker. All right. You're somebody that does tend to sponge up the emotions of other people. Okay. You're somebody that really feels things very, very deeply. And you have a truly empathetic heart. You're very creative. You're a creative genius. Oh my goodness. And Spirit just wants to say, like, your work does deserve to be seen and deserves to be famous. Like, that's how incredible it is. I get the sense, like, you may have had temptations to create things for other people, but Spirit's actually wanting you to be the face of something. So again, it's almost like creating certain things. Maybe this is having to do with self-employment in a creative way, for other people to use for themselves, when you could actually be the person making a name and a big face if you wanted to be. Spirit just said for someone specifically, or some of you specifically, like, it may be important for you if you do things that are creative and original, for you to get copyrights over whatever it is that you create, because you're very original, you're very inventive, and you're very good at what you do, and that deserves to have that protection over it. Okay, because maybe you have had people that have copied your work, or you shared. It's like you feel like you tried to share with somebody what you're working on, and then, like, maybe some of you have had problems where people did take that as their own. So you're very protective about who knows your information. You're very protective about who you share your passions with. You move in silence. Spirit just said you move in silence and you move alone. But it's like, because of that, maybe you felt like your work wasn't very appreciated. But Spirit just wants me to keep bringing up this silent confidence that you have. You don't feel like you have to make any big moves, because you just love what you do so much that it doesn't matter. That is what is real about you, that not a lot of people in this world really reflect the love that you have for what it is that you do. The passion, the creativity, whatever it is that you infuse your heart into is genuine love for that thing. So it's kind of like giving me vibes of, again, I'm going to use singing just as an example. Say you're a musician, like, you do it because you genuinely love it, and you're not doing it for clout or fame or whatever. Like, it's because it's for you and you love it. It almost puts you in a different realm, in a different dimension. But it's almost like that's also your superpower in a way, because when you do put yourself out there for the world to see, it's genuine love that gets you far. Genuine passion of what breathes life into who you are, and being the brand, and being the face behind your work. You do it for the love, and you're gonna gain success if you choose to put yourself out there because of that. Spirit's saying some of you may have had trouble working the 9-to-5 job, because you feel like you're born for a more unconventional path than these 9-to-5 jobs. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I feel Spirit just said it bores you to be in that kind of position. You want to take the road less traveled. You want to be committed to your art. You want to be committed to your projects. And yeah, you actually have what it takes. Spirit saying with hard work and consistency and not giving up just because of some setbacks, or if you feel like somebody has copied your work, or if you feel like people aren't seeing you right away, They're saying your strength and your determination is actually going to lead you to the top. And your passion. It's your passion that brings life into what it is that you have become or are becoming. But if you're worried, like Spirit is saying, like it may be important for you to have like, I'm not a legal professional or anything like that, but this is just something Spirit is wanting to tell someone about having like copyrights and stuff over your work, like having the details in order to bring that forward, and then really selling the hell out of what it is that you do. Like, advertise yourself. It's not selfish for you to advertise yourself because you deserve to be seen and your work is pretty damn good. That's way too many cards. Abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. So I feel like you're gonna gain a lot of unexpected positive success. It's like all of a sudden, it's giving me in a positive way. Your world does a completely 180 overnight, unexpectedly. Like, you run into sudden fame, like overnight success all of a sudden. That's what I get from you. And you're kind of caught off guard, like, well, what? I was just doing this because I enjoyed it, or I was just doing this because I love it, and not because I was trying to gain fame. Like, there's part of you that might feel selfish for having that, when Spirit wants you to know that you deserve the living hell out of it. Okay? Feel good about your accomplishments. Some of you may have already gained this, and some of you are on the road to that. There's some sort of like immediate overnight success. Even if you feel like you've worked so hard at something for a long time and this is never gonna happen, or like you just don't, it's almost a sense like you don't care to think of it that way. Because it's not that you're so used to something. I don't even know how to put this into words. Like, you were doing it because you loved it. And then all of a sudden, it's like you're met with fame and success and people wanting to work with you, collaborate with you, to have your product or to have more of your work. And it's like now you're met with all of this and you don't know what to do with it. You're still like, maybe that makes you feel a little bit shy. You're like, but I just want passion. I just love doing what I do. What is all of this? What is all this recognition? And then all of a sudden you're a leader within the community, or you have this fame, or like you're very well known suddenly, and you're like, I wasn't expecting this. This is not what I had in mind. This is nice, but it's a little intimidating at first. Like, it's something to grow into because you're not used to that. That's awesome. Intuition. Again, this is giving me Piscean energy. You don't have to be a Pisces, but for some reason this card makes me think of that. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. Some of you could also be gifted psychics. You could be gifted intuitive healers. You could be tarot readers. You could be gaining success by your tarot readings, or your intuition, or you're just very intuitive paired within your creativity. This is heavy water sign energy to me, as far as looking at this card and the energy overall of the reading. Even though I don't think we have any water cards here. No, we have more fire, so fire could also be very prominent in your chart. But I just get the sense that you're somebody who is very passionate. You're deep, creative. There's a poetic nature about you. There's so much passion behind your art or whatever it is you create. So I have not used this deck for any of the other piles. But I think we're going to close it out with this one. Maybe we might pull one or two mantra cards after this, but I felt called to use this deck specifically for you. Whale teaching, depth of experience and healing. Teacher and mentor share wisdom. Again, I hit music for some of you and like psychic readings for others of you. Or maybe both. Maybe you do both. Maybe you intuitively create music or use music somehow in your intuitive work. Some of you, I don't know. Or it's just split between people that consider themselves intuitives or musicians. I don't know. You're definitely creatives. The self-employment is important for this pile. Making a name for yourself, maybe. I think some of you are going to be achieving internet fame as well, or fame with your work. You're meant to be seen. You were meant to be seen, and I feel like you're going to be met with some sort of sudden success that just kind of hits you completely off guard. Like, all of a sudden, overnight, you've got a name for yourself, and you're like, what do I do with all this attention? Telos, Adama, and Earth, etheric retreats, family of light, enlightened masculine, potential new Earth. So, the new moon, you would be considered a very old soul. You're very intuitive because it's like you have like this ancient wisdom within your soul. So past life recognition, for those of you who are intuitives, you could see through the Akashic records for some of you as well. You could have some sort of gift with this. Some of you, I'm getting, maybe interested in concepts such as starseeds as well. Things like Reiki, light language, creating intuitive art. Not all of you, but some of you create songs through automatic writing, whether or not you know what that is, like, or that you're doing that, by the way. You're very connected with spirit, some of you more than you think that you are, and some of you already know this about yourself. All right. Some of you could also be parents. You don't have to be. But I get the sense of there's a very empathetic, spiritually wise nature about you. You're very, very, very psychic, okay? Trust your psychic insights. You're very profound, creative, and intuitive. And you create your own world. You get lost in your own world. Again, some of you may be writing a book. You have a powerful imagination to create a new world within fiction, within literature, within music, within whatever realm it is that you do. You're creating something really great, okay? You're very wise. And you're an old soul, is what I get to tell you. That's awesome. Something that you create has, I'm not even going to say has the potential. I'm going to say is going to greatly impact humanity, is what I get. Your sensitive soul is going to lead you to a crap ton of success in your life. Okay? It really, really is. So people that did put you down for being more sensitive or made you feel like the underdog for your sensitivity or the way that you carry yourself, the way that you do things, the way that maybe you feel like you kept yourself hidden away for a while, you're gonna be turning heads and shocking people with your success, because those very things that people made you feel like the underdog about are actually what puts you in the spotlight. And you're going to be doing it from a place of love and passion. So this is very, very awesome. Let's get maybe a couple of these and then close out your reading. I deserve better. Testament of your strength, things that you have been through. Knowing what you deserve is very important here. Your self-worth. See, I feel to tell you, like, you actually have a really good sense of self-worth. Okay, so I think, again, this is more so people underestimating you or at one time feeling like they did, when you're actually extremely confident and know what you deserve. Or you're learning that. Let's get one more and then we're going to close out, because this is turning into a very, very long reading. need to be able to compile all of this information. Ooh, okay. Tomorrow is a new day. If you've been feeling like you've been going through some sort of relationship troubles, side note for somebody out there, you're in this process of healing, with learning what you deserve. This could be validation for some of you, that this reading was for you too as well. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like you're on the path of knowing that tomorrow is better than what yesterday was, okay? Because you deserve better, you decided better for yourself, and it's like you're on this new path with new eyes, a breath of fresh air, okay? And having this creative inspiration because of it too, using that to create even more and propel you even more forward. You're getting the things that you deserve. It's like you're on a mission to get what you deserve because you know your worth now. So this is all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if it resonated with you. I really enjoy reading your feedback. Excuse me. If you'd like to book a personal reading, with links to do so are down in my video description. If you feel called to donate, my PayPal link is also down below. I really appreciate your support. You don't have to donate by any means if you do not want to, but if you feel called to, it's very much so appreciated. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to read for your energy group number 3s. Your energy is beautiful. You're on a really big pathway towards success, unexpected, large success. So keep doing what you're passionate about doing. Like, you deserve all the blessings that are coming to you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.